Gwen, you have to use this tragedy. What? Sheridan wanted Ethan to marry you, not Teresa. So you have to play up the friendship. Play up your grief. I don't have to pretend, Mother. I am heartbroken about Sheridan. She was my best friend. Well, I know that. I do. Look, all I'm saying is you don't want to let an opportunity to bond with Ethan to slip through your fingers. I won't manipulate, Mother. Ethan and I will grieve together because we both loved Sheridan. Look, I know that. But we both also know that old saying. You know, when God closes a door, he opens a window. And this is a window of opportunity for you to show Ethan that you are the right woman for him and to get rid of Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald. That is still what you want, isn't it? Now that is more like it. And Julian, that was a stroke of genius, getting Teresa to stay away from her, telling her she wasn't wanted.
Well, I simply told the truth. This is a time for family to be together, not for outsiders. I couldn't believe she had the nerve to call here.
Neither could I. But what do you expect from a tramp like Teresa? Now, Ethan doesn't need anyone but Gwen right now. And I want to keep it that way.
And Rebecca, we're both cut from the same mold. We both realize that Sheridan's death can be used to drive Teresa away from Ethan and make sure that he marries Gwen.
That was absolutely brilliant, dear. I mean, bringing up to Ethan that you and Sheridan were supposed to go to Paris in the spring. And I loved the tears. It was just the perfect touch. You think I faked those tears, Mother? I love Sheridan. I can't believe she's gone. Oh, I know, dear, and I don't mean to seem cruel. Actually, I was thinking of Sheridan. I wasn't what she would have wanted. You know, Sheridan wanted Ethan to marry you, not Teresa. So you have to remind yourself of that and honor her memory by reminding him that that is what she wanted. You know, maybe it's time to show Ethan some pictures of the two of you with Sheridan. Now? I don't know. Won't that just make him feel worse? I think it would remind him of everything you share, including your love of Sheridan. I don't think I have to remind him. Gwen, you are in a war with Teresa. You have to use whatever you can to remind him of your shared history that will bind him closer to you. How are you, Ivy? I'm all right. I'm so glad that Gwen is here for Ethan. Gwen is the only one who can really understand what Ethan's going through. She and Sheridan were best friends. Yes, they were so close. Ivy, I know you really want Ethan to marry the woman that he loves the most. But do you really want him to go through the same kind of heartbreak that Sheridan went through with this Luis person? They did have their difficulties. That's putting it mildly. I mean, Gwen told me all about their problems, their misunderstandings, the worries about their families, trying to mix the different classes. We all know how that ended up. Sheridan is dead. Poor Sheridan. She had so much unhappiness in her life, so many tragedies, and finally, when she might have found someone who really loved her, well, her life is over. Well, that is not going to happen to Ethan. Ethan loves Gwen, and they will be happy again. Look, once he realizes that Gwen is the right woman for him, he's going to forget all about Teresa.
I agree with Rebecca completely. Ethan and Gwen are perfect for each other.
If you'll excuse me, I need some air.
I got a team on the way, but I'd appreciate it if your guys could cover the grounds. If the killer left any kind of evidence, the sooner we find it, the better.
I'll get my men on it right away.
Thanks. You've got my cell number if anything turns up?
So, Julian, what is this brilliant plan you have in mind?
The goal is to keep Ethan blaming Louise for Sheridan's death.
That way, Louise will definitely be opposed to his sister dating Ethan.
Exactly. You see, there's no love lost between Ethan and Louise already. Louise has hated the Cranes for years. And Ethan has had more than a few run-ins with Louise.
Yet Sheridan fell for Louise in spite of all that?
Unfortunately. But the last thing we want is for them to start commiserating over Sheridan's death.
Well, how are you going to keep that from happening?
I'm going to take Ethan down to Sheridan's cottage and trigger another ugly confrontation between him and Louise.
You can do that?
Of course. We Cranes are master manipulators. It's a way of life.
We have so much in common.
Ethan, I want you to come with me. I want to speak to the authorities down at Sheridan's cottage.
About what?
I want to know what they're planning on doing with Sheridan. I mean, her body. I want to make sure it meets with our approval. So.
All right. I'll be back in a while.
I'll be here.
Will you? Because I really want you to wait for me.
I'll be here, Ethan. I will always be here for you.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Ethan is soon gonna forget entirely about Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald. Things are going so well, Gwen. Did you see how desperate Ethan was to have you wait for him?
Yes. I feel so badly about using Sheridan's death as a way to make points with Ethan.
Oh, Now. Don't feel bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing whatever you have to do to hold on to the man you love. I mean, lie a little, cheat a little, whatever you have to do.
I just don't think Ethan will be so easily fooled.
Fooled by what? You loved Sheridan, so you are grieving almost as much as he is. Isn't that right?
Yes.
And you're certainly not trying to pull anything by showing him that you are the right woman for him to marry. I mean, you still believe that, don't you?
Oh, with all my heart. I know I should be with him, and I know that Teresa would only make him miserable.
Well then, there you have it. You're just reminding him of the facts. It's just when all this is over, you be sure that you and Ethan are walking down the aisle. And Teresa is nowhere to be found.
Everything is going according to plan. Ethan thoroughly despises Luis Lopez Fitzgerald. He won't want to have anything to do with that family, believe me.
And he will want to cut Teresa out of his life as well.
Exactly. He can't think he'll ever be happy with someone whose brother is the man responsible for his beloved aunt's death.
Teresa is toast.
And there's one other reason to celebrate. Ethan not only hates Luis, he hates Sam Bennett as well, and that man's always been a thorn in my side. When this is all over, Sam and Ethan will have a serious go at it, and I'm convinced Ethan won't stop until Sam Bennett is completely destroyed.